Suji Kim, who y'all will remember, we learned about how hard they study in South Korea as kids. I made a point of telling my kids, be sure you're very nice to Suji, because one of these days you're going to work for her. That's where we are. On with the program. We're going to be hearing from Elisa Halka from Finland and Juan Carlos Navarro Montesinos from Spain, who've been our students inbound this year. Before we turn over the stage to them, though, I've got to recognize their host families. Elisa has been hosted by Chuck Cocken and Knapp. Kim and David Powell won't make you stand up again. You already stood up. And Brandy and Mark Malazzo. And Brandy's also a member of the Nighttime Club, the evening club of town, so double kudos for Brandy. And Juan Carlos's Rotary family's Madison Ayers, who was our outbound to France years ago, if you'll remember. She's now a Rotaract student at Queens. So she stayed involved with Rotary, which is one of the objectives of the whole program. Madison's been her sister. David and Justine Tobin, David's here somewhere, I saw him. Katie and Scott Tyler, and John and Tabor, and once again, Chuck Hawk and Nanelle. Chuck and Nanelle are doing double duty this year, being host parents for both kids on either end of the year. And so all these host families deserve a special round of applause. And with that, we will turn it over to Elisa.
Hello everybody, my name is Elisa Halka and I'm an exchange student from Finland. And in this presentation I'm going to tell you a little about Finland, but more about my experiences here. And at first I would just like to thank you for this great opportunity. So I'm from quite in the middle of Finland, from the town called Iisalmi, and it's a small town. There's only like 22,000 people there, so it's very different. And the capital of Finland is Helsinki, and it's about 7 hours away from my town. And the population of the whole Finland is about 5.4 million. And now I'm going to tell you about my life here. And as you can see, I have had fun. And I have had 3 different host families during this year, and they all have been great in their own way. And here's my first host family. So I had host parents, John and Helena, and they live very close to my respect high school that I go. And in there I learned a lot about America, and I learned how to be independent, and that was a very good experience for me. And on my birthday weekend, I went to the Litchfield Beach with Chuck and Nanelle, and I also got to take a friend with me, and it was very fun. So in my second host family, I had host parents, Dave and Kim Powell, and then host siblings, Hunter, who goes to college, and then Lindsay, who's near the kind of start, which was fun. And I had a very good time with Powell's, and I got to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas there, which was very fun. And I went to Disney World with Kim and Lindsay and some other common friends, and that was great. So here are some pictures. So now I'm living with my third host family. So I have host parents, Brandy and Mark Milasso, and then 4-year-old host brother, Meyer. In Finland, I have 2 sisters, and they are 19 and 15, so it's totally new experience for me to have a little brother, and it's been great so far. It's very interesting. And a few weeks ago, we went to Washington, D.C., which Milasso, and it was very fun. I get to see Mount Vernon and the White House and many monuments and memorials, and it was very interesting because now when I'm here, I actually knew something about the places we were going. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about my school experiences here. So I go to Myers Park High School and I'm a senior. And school here is very different than in Finland. Like everything is different. The classes are different and the size is very different and the whole school system is different. And for example here, you have 1 or 2 schedules in 1 year, and in Finland I have 6 different schedules in 1 year. And here I'm taking nice and easy classes. I'm taking US history, French, theater, literature, film, and power walking. So I belong to Exchange Student Association Club, and it's very fun. We do some fun stuff like bonfires and dinners and stuff like that. It's really nice. And then on winter, I did school swim team, and it was a new experience for me. I hadn't ever been in a swim team before, but so I was horrible. I lost every minute I participated, but it was still fun. Then every week, once a week, I go to a small group. My host teacher Lindsay introduced me to them. It was very fun, and I have made some new friends from there. I really like it. And then now I'm playing soccer, and actually Lindsay introduced me to soccer team too. And I'm playing once a week, and I really like it. Then I'm going to tell you about some other things I am doing here. So I went to the Panthers football game with my Rotary counselor, and I don't understand anything about American football, but it was still fun. I really liked it. Then I went to the Renaissance Festival with Lisa. That was fun too. I got to ride a camel. I haven't done it before. And I'm glad I'm a teacher because nobody's been on it before. Then I get to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas here. I had heard about Thanksgiving before, but I didn't really understand what it is. But now I do, and I really like Thanksgiving. Then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to miss about United States and Australia. So I'm going to miss the weather. It's so cold. This is a picture of Charlotte in April. And here's I'm going to miss frozen yogurt. Now in Finland it's so good, it's better than ice cream. And then I'm going to miss the size of the high school. There are about 3,000 students at Myers Park. And this is the Myers Park crowd in the morning. So there are many people. And then this is a picture of my school crowd in the morning. So there's like nobody. There's about 300 students at my school in Finland, so it's very different. And then the thing that I'm going to miss the most is people, of course. I'm going to miss people a lot. And then I would just like to say thank you. I'm so glad to be here, and my year has been great so far, and this wouldn't be possible without your support, so thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Now, Juan Carlos, please come up.
Hello, thank you everybody for this great opportunity. And now I will tell you about my life on this unexpected year. My complete name is Juan Carlos Navarro Montesinos, and I come from Cartagena, Spain. Cartagena is a city in the southeast coast of Spain, and that flag we can see there represents our province, and the seal our city. The city is 3,000 years old. We can see now better what is situated in Spain. And now we'll show you some pictures of my city. This is our bay. We have military factories which made submarines, and they are the only ones from Spain who make who make them. and now we can have a view of the downtown city. And that's our city hall, which was made in 1907. Those are two really big icons of the city. That's the Roman Theater. And then on the right top, we can see our cathedral, which was the first built in Spain. And that is the first submarine the world saw. It was invented in my city by Isaac Peral, and was designed by him, by a Cartagenian, and made in Cartagena. That is our soccer supporter group. I go to the stadium of my city and see the soccer games, and I go with that people, always on that grade, and support my team. They are really much different from the American supporter groups. And about me, I will tell you, I like fishing a lot. I spend almost all days on summer fishing with one of my best friends at the port of Cartagena. I like politics too. I like to know how is my country doing, and how what changes are being done in Spain, and the different political party options we have to choose. I am a traditionalist person, which means I would like to conserve the traditions of Spain alive on the time and don't let them be lost, because that would be really sad. And I like culture. I like to know about history and about news, and I would like to know how can I help to improve the site I live in my country. And I am a lover of architecture, so that's why we have an Empire State picture, because I love that building and I have great admiration for that. Those are my friends, my three best friends of Spain. I appreciate them a lot and I am very proud of them. And that photo is taken the 2 days before I left to come here. So that's the last picture took in Spain. And those are my parents, which were one of the supporters of my experience here, which I am really thankful to them for allowing me to go so far away. And I will always be thankful to them for that. This is my grandmother. That is one of the persons I most appreciate in the world, and I am really proud of her. And my godparents were one of the supporters of my experience too, because my godfather is a Rotarian in the Rotary Club of my city. So he let me discover Rotary, and he let me join Rotary. And thanks to them, I discovered that I could have this great experience. That's my dad. That's my inspiration. He's Tomas, he's my cousin, and he was the first exchange student of my family who went to Wisconsin. And I was amazed of what year he had here in the United States. And I know he now says that year is one more of his life, but I know that year changed his life. He learned a lot about life and a new culture, learned a new language. So he taught me really well about the United States, and I was one of the reasons I wanted to know more about Rotary and the Saints. Now I will tell you about some of my American experiences. That is the first photo taken when I go to the United States. That's my first host family in the airport. I really like the experience. I cleaned up this garden, and it was really fun to see. I went to Carolina Panthers game, and it was really awesome. I have some idea about American football, not very much, but I can figure out how they play, and I enjoyed it. Spirit Week and Country Day was a unique experience of that school because I had never seen anything like that, and it was really fun. Homecoming dance was one of the great American experiences I have had. I always saw it. I always saw it in movies and like the typical dance at the pavilion of the school, and was one of the big American things I would like to do, and I did it, and it was really good. And her name is Sally. She was my date, and now we are really friends. Winter concert at CCDS, I play bass in Spain, so I was really happy to know that I could play bass here, and I am having a great time with the Country Day Orchestra. I don't know if you know this guy, but he's right hand, and he's one of the best violinists of the world, and he came to Country Day to give us a talk, a small talk, and play some songs, and I thought it would be really important to include him here, because he's really good. Then with Katie. Awesome. I really had a good time with Katie and her family, and I am really, really thankful for that great experience living with her, because I really appreciate you, Katie. I went to a Chapel Hill with my son. It was a fun experience, and I thought it would be good included here. It's one of the trips I have made through the year to North Carolina. In my swimming season, I like swimming, and I used to swim in Spain, but when I came here, the first week of the season, I really wanted to die. It was awful, but at the end of the season, it became really rewarding, and I could improve a lot my mark, so I feel very proud of myself by that. In the mountains with Katie, she has a friend who has horses, so I could spend some time with them. And that horse there, seconds after, crushed my foot. Yeah, I remember that. And then, well, it was very good actually. I went to a Bobcats game too with Country Day. It was an international department excursion, and they lost. But it was still really fun because we went a big group of people, and we could talk a lot and have a great time together. And my first time seeing snow in my city, having snow would be a miracle. So it was snowing there. I already saw snow before in Brown Rock on a Rotary trip, but never a snowfall. So we don't have that in Spain, so I couldn't avoid to take my American flag and take a picture because it was really exciting for me. Thanks. That's my favorite dog in the United States. I will miss him so much. I had so great time with him. He's just awesome dog. And in the very recent trip, which I had so much fun and I saw really interesting sights, I know I have seen the picture that was taken of the Second World War, and when I saw that that statue which was reproducing the picture in 3D, I really had to take a picture of that because I think it's one of the awesomest monuments I have seen, and I know what happened in Iwo Jima, so I feel very fortunate to have visited that monument. And we saw the Capitol building too. I would like to have seen the room where all the politics meet. We couldn't, but it was still really interesting to visit the Capitol building. And in New York, I am a fan of architecture and buildings, tall buildings, so I used to see New York everywhere, pictures, TV, news, internet, so I am still cannot believe I have been in all that sites in New York, because I feel really fortunate by that. and I visited all I could while I was in New York, and one of the sites is Wall Street, and of course the Empire State Building. Brown was another great American experience. And it was much better than for me, but still really good. And I am a lover of hockey too. I like soccer, but I really like hockey too. But we don't have that in Spain, so I feel very fortunate too that I could go to a Chivas game thanks to the Tigers and President Merlin, and I had very much fun there. I would like to see that in Spain, but that won't happen. And finally, I want to thank you all for this great opportunity. I think Rotary deserves my best respect. I think the most possible people should have this experience because being good or being bad, it teaches you a lot about life, about language, about culture. So I feel every day I feel more fortunate that I could go to the United States and learn and learn and learn about all. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Juan Carlos. And there you have it, a wonderful example of why we do Rotary Youth Exchange and what you've made possible as a club by supporting these students, by being host families for these students, and keeping this program going. As a point of personal privilege, today marks the end of my 4-year stint as YEO for the Youth Exchange program here, and Ed Wadsworth, God bless him, is taking over. And he'll tell you a little bit about our inbound for next year. Kristen Wagner from Germany, you have on your table handouts about Kristen. So that can take away, give us a little preview next year.